Hi Pisces, here's your horoscope for April 2024, brought to you by planetswithin.com. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. What a big month we have ahead. This is because we're in eclipse season, and we had one last month, and now we have a solar eclipse this month that's going to light up the second house of income and value for many of you. It's in the sign of Aries, so it has to do with identity and self-worth and all of that stuff associated with the material side of life. As we begin the month, we see there are 4 planets still in the first house of Pisces. So many of you are feeling motivated or self-reflective or, realizing that you have to focus on yourself. Doesn't normally happen with Pisces, because Pisces is always focusing on other people. But this is about self-realization this month and paying attention to yourself. And so this is for anyone that has a sun sign in Pisces or has a rising sign in Pisces. This is a general sun sign reading, Western astrology. And so it has to be general because I don't have everybody's birthday, and everyone's birthday and birth charts are completely different. But this is a very big month for change. Let's put it that way. And a lot of it has to do with your thinking, your self-worth, your appearance, how you earn your money, what you value in life. This is all going to be at the forefront this month because of these planets. As you could tell, they're all sort of in this little section here. And so the energy is going to amplify throughout the month. And there's a wonderful alignment between Jupiter and Uranus here this month as well. And so there's a really a special time, the second half of the month, where you're feeling more emotional and sensitive and maybe even more appreciative. And that's because of the energy coming in. So we start off this month sort of motivated, like excited on some level. And since you're feeling all this energy in the air, I'm sure you'll be taking advantage of it. So let's start off and let me see what the astrology looks like for the month. So as we start off on the very first day, we have Mercury going retrograde. It's not really a big deal here because of the solar eclipse, but here's Mercury in stationary position before it goes retrograde, and it's in the second house of income and value. So maybe you're having a little doubt about what you want to do. Maybe you're working on a project with another and you're not sure. Or it could be that you're reflecting on the past, how much money you used to make, or, things that you used to do, which is totally normal with the Mercury retrograde. But because we also have 4 planets in Pisces, you're in a very self-reflective mode this month. Everything is about the self this month for you guys, okay? So Pisces rising or Pisces sun, it's about the self. And so Mercury is just going to give you an opportunity to kind of review and reflect a little bit before you move on to bigger and better things. That's what it's going to do. And so it's not going to be such a big deal. On the 5th, we have Venus entering Aries. Now, this is a wonderful alignment for many of you because it enters the second house of income and values. This is the physical side of life. This is partnership potential, whether it's business or personal. This is about making more money. This is about resources. This is all in the forefront with Venus going through Aries. The one downside to Venus in Aries is impulsive, buying things out of impulse, or, worrying too much about not having enough money, or, there's always a concern about that stuff. Now, remember, folks, the whole economy and the world economy is changing financially. The financial system's changing. So we may have news about that this month that, directly affects us. It may not be anything that you're doing, but it may be the policies and the markets and all the other stuff that starts to change. And then all of a sudden we start thinking more about money and investments. The plus side here is if you have money in the markets or investing in money, there could be some good returns coming in or new opportunities to invest your money in some way. Okay? But Venus is all about partnerships and relationships. So that theme will absolutely be important this month. The new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Powerful eclipse. This is going to be at 19 degrees of Aries. So wherever that is in your actual birth chart, that's the area that gets lit up. And so it's going to be in the sign of air, a sign that is about itself. It's about realization of oneself and purpose. And it's going to be conjuncting Chiron, which represents a wounded healing. And and the North Node. So there is definitely a lot of healing taking place here, or, like realization and questioning, I am someone special, and I'm going to do the best that I can. Everything is I am with Aries energy. And so the motivation, the need to reflect upon oneself. And since this is a solar eclipse, over the course of the next 6 months to a year, this will continue to change your belief in yourself, your values, what you really value about in others. And it's all tied into this eclipse, okay? And so start asserting yourself in a way that, you come to a realization of who you really are. As I say in a lot of my videos, we are spiritual beings having human experience. That's what we are. And so this is vitally important to come to understanding about this alignment. Now, the upside to all this as well is in the second house, which has to do with money, finance, resources. So over the course of the next year, there could be several money-making opportunities or new jobs or new endeavors that you're going to find very interesting that you will need to pursue. So there's no holding back. Just follow your path, follow what it is that you enjoy doing, and make it a career or a side job or something else that you could do to enjoy yourself. Okay, because again, this is about being aware of oneself and your potentials and your values and your skills. That's all part of this solar eclipse in Aries. So take advantage of it while it's while that opportunity is opening up. Now, on the 19th and 20th, the energy starts to shift completely because the sun enters Taurus and it enters your third house of communication. But this time it's very special because Jupiter is conjuncting Uranus. Now, this could make us a lot more sensitive and emotional. This could make us feel euphoric or happy. We may be more inclined to indulge in food and sensual pleasures because of Taurus. But this Jupiter-Uranus is about surprises. Again, like I said, this could be something related to the economy or financial system, where there's announcements being made that there's new systems coming in, or, the markets are changing and so on and so forth. But we are in for a little bit of a wild ride from now to the end of the month because of this alignment. So there's nothing to fear. It's just, part of the cycles. And so with the sun going through the third house, this has a lot to do with your thinking and your need to communicate with another or a partner, talk about your investments, talk about your money, how you make it, where you spend it, where you invest it, all of this stuff. This is all about the aesthetics also, wanting to look good and feel good and, be gentle and easygoing. That's what Taurus is all about. So you have a wonderful month here, the second half, to enjoy yourself a little bit more, like, for instance, going for massages or pampering yourself in some way with the Taurus energy. But at the same time, possibilities of making more money or more money-making ideas or investments that could be coming up out of nowhere. So pay attention. Going to be very interesting. Now, speaking of interesting, the full moon in Scorpio this month also continues to be about financial matters because it's Scorpio and Taurus. Both of the signs represent money. And so the reason this one is tricky and passionate is because it's also going to be squared to Pluto. So as you see, this is a giant T-square in astrology. And so this could be the people in your life that are challenging you in some way, or you're having important conversations and they don't want to listen. There's a lot of stubbornness with this T-square going on in your life. So there could be a little bit of friction around this new moon. So pay attention, listen to your intuition, don't take any crap from anybody, but it is definitely going to bring something to light that you need to pay attention to. Okay, and it might, like I said, pertain to someone's values or belief systems, religious belief systems, value about money. Politics could also be something, because we're in political season here in the United States, and that's been a hot topic all around the world, not just in the United States. So it's going to be a very interesting full moon that we need to really keep an eye on for. Okay, but I'm just giving you a heads up that it is a little challenging here. So there could be some interesting dynamics that develop. Fortunately, on the 25th, Mercury starts to move direct. Here it is at 15 degrees. There it is in stationary. And as it starts moving direct, we start to get a little bit more clarity or understanding of what the hell's happening. And but this doesn't mean you slow down, do nothing. It just means now you could have a little bit more focus on the direction that you have chosen. And so I would say, continue to go in that direction. Don't hold back and see where it takes you. And towards the end of the month, the energy dynamics really do shift. Venus enters Taurus right there. Talk about sensuality, money matters, relationships. That's all the theme here. But also, Mars is going to leave Pisces and go into Aries, into your second house, once again representing money and values. So there is absolutely a golden opportunity here this month for finances, for valuing yourself and others, improving that area. Watch for a little friction around the full moon this month, but it shows me a very creative month for many of you and a more sensual month for many of you. And, you may be overindulging a little bit. So be careful with all this Taurus energy. Lots of surprises can be in the mix this month because of Uranus being down here in the third house. And it has to do with communication. So pay attention to your thinking and your intuition and let that guide you. All right? Have a great month, Pisces. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.